The inclusive economic development remains our program's top priority. While conducting market assessments and meeting with various program stakeholders, so we clearly understand that we need to concentrate more efforts to transform the economic development into improved living standards for all.
Distance working or working remotely is possible, especially when there is no other choice and it's not optional. But it still remains quite challenging in terms of communication with my colleagues as well as with implementing partner, which is in neighboring countries. We should always remember that plans may change as it happened during pilot project implementation in Armenia, when due to the war, all activities were put on hold for about 3 months. So consideration and application of the flexible and adaptable management of the program is very important.
When I first heard about RECONOMY 6 months ago, I thought, what a great and innovative program. Extended in 12 countries, regional impact, but sure, with very challenging financial and administrative setup. However, nothing is impossible. How difficult can be? Good planning tools, good procedures, and we can do it. Sure, there are challenges. Each country has its own binding legal and financial rules. Sometimes, even to execute a payment is not a simple process. You need to put adaptive management into practice to comply with upcoming situation in the program.
The challenges we face in Eastern and Southeastern Europe are really big, and they are too big for a single organization or a project even to tackle. So it's really nice to see that there are like-minded organizations that believe in the importance of systemic change to tackle some of these big issues that we face in the region. And I'm therefore grateful to work with help SIPE with SDA in Armenia around these issues, and also very happy to see that we have a donor who supports an approach that requires us also to work together with other organizations. So together we are much stronger, and I've learned that together we can achieve a lot of things.
There is no universal recipe for all RECONOMY countries, but we have something in common. Green recovery is a key decision for building back better, and green transition is a key source for new and decent jobs and modernization in all sectors of our economies.
Setting up monitoring and results measurement system from scratch for any project is a complex task, and even more complex in RECONOMY, which is a regional program covering 12 countries working with multiple partners. Adding to that is the pandemic, which made the situation even more challenging since we could not meet our partners in person and almost everything was done remotely. So working remotely requires better time management, teamwork, division of tasks, and exchange of information in order to be as much as effective as possible.
During implementation, we have learned that it was quite challenging to work with the private sector with the aim of helping them grow and expand to other markets during COVID, because this was more a time for them to survive the COVID impact that they have had. And so for RECONOMY, it was a time for actually putting in practice the adaptive management and trying to learn more on how can we help and how can we work with the private sector at this times during COVID, with the potential of later on also working on scaling the interventions that we would start.
The systems in which development work takes place are complex adaptive systems. Here, the key lesson is that translating adaptive management to creativity and innovation will require A, inclusive culture and collaborative environment with partners with a clear commitment to understanding and applying principles of market systems development or the systems approach, and B, adequate investment and human capital and partnership development strategy for testing ideas and facilitating better results. And then C, the need to step out of organizational comfort zone of donors and implementing organizations like Sida and HELVETAS to adapt internal processes and then be willing to undertake risks while implementing suitable mechanisms to mitigate these risks.
Communication plays a dispensable role in implementing any sort of project or program, and with our team scattered across the regions, these 6 months showed me that only clear information sharing and working together can bring an inclusive and long-term change. And it goes beyond our colleagues and extends to our partners in the region and collectively to the people we're working with and for. And the real transformation can happen only when we make things happen together.
Delivery of the right kind of message to the target audience in the right manner is very important in communication for development. As we move towards 6 months at RECONOMY, we are looking to the future and pondering at what it holds in store. What communication trends and developments do we need to keep up with, and why we need to harness the power of communication?
6 months of RECONOMY, vast of learning, new colleagues, 3 regions, 12 countries. Overwhelming, yet inspiring. New challenges, new role, new partners, but the same goal: improving the economic development opportunities of youth, women, and disadvantaged groups. And here it is to another 6 in a row, filled with support, mutual learning, and knowledge sharing.